Set myself right in the sun. Set myself right in the sun. Hello, sweetie. It's me, live. Hello, sweetie. It's me, live. Hello, sweetie. It's me, live. I decided to use a different app today. I'm just kind of testing it out, and I can actually see your comments on my phone. I don't need to have two devices on this one, so I'm very happy so far. What kind of live streaming app is that? Because it's really cute. Okay, it's called Prism. So I'm gonna come out here at the edge of my yard on my old concrete pad, and hopefully there's not too much sun. I'll try not to make it look like an earthquake too much. Here we go. Hello, Nancy Yan. How are you? So I'm trying out a new live streaming app called Prism, and it does all kinds of sorts of stuff compared to the last one that I'm doing. I can actually see your comments on my phone, and I don't need this thing to look at two different things unless I want to, but it's pretty cool. So it's like let's see, I think it's in Fahrenheit it's around 90 degrees, I think, but it's a 31 degrees Celsius outside. Let's see what that is in Fahrenheit. That is 87 degrees, so it actually cooled off just a little bit. It was past 90 degrees Fahrenheit not too long ago. So I'm trying to learn the Celsius like everybody else, so I decided to come outside because it's so nice out here and do my live stream. And I'm glad that some people showed up. I didn't really expect anybody to show up. I know I don't have my guitar, and I'm actually going to be live tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Central USA time, and which is my normal time in the morning that I live stream. And so that's like 7 p.m. Filipino time, 8 p.m. Japan time, and you know, you can go from those when you whatever your time is. So I thought I would just kind of come on and check this app out and see how it's all about. I think it's kind of neat showing that little live show broadcast on there. I hope you all can see that. But it does all kinds of other little neat things on here. Let's see if I can get them on here. You know, I can even I can even make myself, oh, where to go? Let's get that off of here. Okay. Shoot, I can't find it now. Is this the one? Yeah, I could put this stuff up here. I don't know how to get it off. There we go. That takes it off. But yeah, I could put all kinds of neat little stuff up here. Oh, let's see. Here we go. Well, make myself look like a flower here. If I can. See, I can even do that. Make myself look like a flower. So yeah, it's got all kinds of neat little stuff on there. And oh, I made the oh, where are we at here? Here we go. If I can get that back on there. There we go. Well, great. I'm glad the audio is perfect. I'm just happy I can actually sit here and look at my phone and read your comments. But I can use my phone, I could use this thing, and so far I'm pretty happy with it. And I want to thank Jackie Hero Food Reviews for telling me about this. And yeah, I think I'm going to probably start using this one here a lot more often than the other one. I might go back to the other one every once in a while, but we'll see how this one is once I'm done. The Prism isn't working to mine. You mean on your phone? Is that what you mean? It's not working on your phone? I think it's more for Apple phones than it is for any other type of a phone. But I notice there's really not many people live right now, so I thought I would just kind of go live and see if anybody pops on. Let's see if this thing will turn my camera around. You can kind of see my yard. Yep, there it is. So this is the tree that I'm cutting down, or trying to cut down. I bought a pole saw, and as you can see, all the limbs laying right there that I cut up. So I bought some shears today, and I'm gonna start cutting all those up and make a small little pile, and then they're all gonna go right there so I can have a bonfire. And of course, this land here next to me, there used to be a house that sat right there, and it caught on fire, and they finally knocked it down. But he hasn't came and mowed this in like a month. And if the city finds out or somebody complains, they'll come and mow it and charge him $300 for them to mow it. I like to cut that thing right there down, but my wife won't let me do it. That's a big mulberry tree right there, and I hate those things. My son's got his windows open, and he's very loud when he plays his video games, so I hope if he starts cussing that you guys don't hear it. So but there's my tulip tree that's in my front yard. In fact, I came out here and filmed this one. There are some branches still that I need to cut down, like that right there I still need to cut, and then there's some other ones here and there. This video go live in about an hour or so. Well, you know, there are some people kind of streaming, you know, depending on what country they are. One of them that I follow, she lives in New Zealand in Christchurch, Filipino female, and she's actually live right now. So, and then that one right there, that is called a burning bush. So in the autumn time, that thing will turn deep red and look like it's on fire. And of course, the one next to it is my Chinese or Japanese maple, whatever it is. But all the flowers on that tree have, well, there's still some blooms way up there at the top, but generally they've already bloomed out and fallen. And when they fall, it stinks. So, and then of course, there's my other tree, which I forget what the name of that is. So there you have it. And then I got gnats that won't leave me alone, and drives me nuts. I can't stand bugs. I want to be outside in the summertime, but around here we're always attacked by gnats and whatever creatures out here. In fact, the outside of my house always has wasps out here, and I never can figure out where they're at, but they like to fly around my house, and we're always killing those. And then I got a couple of wood-boring bees that won't go away either. So most of the time in the summer I'm indoors. But this thing here, let me turn the camera around here. I built that myself. These bricks right here, they were actually around this tree right here, and then I moved them over here and built this. And I haven't really made a fire in there in a long time. Well, actually I burned some last summer to kind of get rid of some stuff, and of course now I got a bunch more. Kind of went like this in front of the camera too fast and screwed it up. So so yeah, I went out and bought a new bidet for my toilet and a new toilet seat for the downstairs, and some shears to cut those limbs. But I had sprayed myself with some vanilla before I came out here, because these gnats don't like vanilla, and I think they also don't like coconut, but I don't have any coconut. So I got one of but yeah, here I'm gonna go set this aside. Well, actually I'm gonna see what my what everybody's looking at. I was before, Wow, that is a good picture. Everything's backwards though, but wow, that is a good picture. I'd say there's probably about a 5-second lag there. I'd say there's probably about a 5-second lag there. I'll turn that down. Yeah, this land that you kind of see behind me, I don't know how well you could see it. I may have to step out of the way. Here, I'll have to put you in the shade. Anyway, people think that's a park sometimes, but actually it's not. So if I pan over here, you see somebody's home. So they got quite a big acreage over there. Yeah, the birds were singing a while ago, but I must have scared them. They're all gone now. I'll take this off here. Oh. Go for another walk here. I'll turn my camera around so you can see where I'm headed. There we go. Of course, now I know what Tokyo Drew says when the sun gets on there and you can't see anything, because I couldn't see anything there for a while ago. I came home, well, normal time yesterday from work and mowed my yard. I'll sit up here again where it's a little bit more shady. And you can see my truck. Let me turn here. There we go. I don't think you want to see my garbage cans. You can see the American flag there in front of my house. Yeah, we get raccoons, and I did have a possum in the backyard. I had to call the animal control to come get that thing. And of course we get bunny rabbits, and I think they just had babies, because we seen a little baby hopping around back there by the fence where I was sitting. And we think they're living in the tall grass here next door, or in the bushes or something like that. But yeah, I've seen owls in the neighborhood, and we get hawks. And let's see, one time, I think it was a couple of years ago, there was a red fox running down my street, because just opposite of what I'm looking at. Let's see, I'll turn my camera around so you can see what I'm looking at. So down that way is like a forest area, but if you keep going, it's the highway, and then across from that highway is one of our parks. So he was probably heading to that wooded area, my guess. Come on, turn around you. There we go. So yeah, we get a little bit of wildlife. In fact, there's deer actually that live back here in the wooded area too. So we see them early in the morning. Excuse me. I had yeah, now see they're bothering me, so I may end up going in. We had Chipotle at work today for lunch. That was the first time I ever had Chipotle, but it was what I had on there was very, very hot, and my mouth was on fire, and I don't eat hot food, so needless to say, I didn't continue eating that entire meal. I probably had about half of it. It was an experience. But I put my hat on so so these bugs wouldn't bother my head, because I can't stand bugs touching my face or my head. So I'll put my hat on. And plus I had skin cancer on top of my head, so I try to stay out of the sun. Yeah, see the vanillas must be wearing off or something, because now they're trying to attack me. So we may go inside. I'm gonna jibble you around here. Yeah, I can't stand bugs. So we'll go in. I'll probably go up to my room, which is also my studio. May get dark on us here a little bit. I got my air on, so it's a lot cooler in here than it is outside. Alright, I'm going to set you down right here. Shut my door. Alright. I guess I better turn some more light on. It's a little dark in here. Well, we still just got you two in the room, so, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. This is just kind of a, see, how long have I been on here? 28 minutes. I wasn't expecting to be on here very long, probably no more. 45 minutes to an hour, just to try this thing out. I didn't like it, to be honest with you. I'm not much of a Mexican food eater. I will eat it. I don't like hot food, or spicy hot food, because I have extreme GERD, so I'm really surprised it didn't bother me with the extreme GERD that I go through. But it wants to come out, or when it comes out, it's gonna be like fire. So well, you go ahead and clean your house there, Soichi. I'll try to think of things to say. I can even play some music for you here. Better get my lyrics of that song, because with my OMS, I don't remember anything. Thought you were drinking some coffee. Whoop. My fingers just don't want to move today. Let's start this over again. I cut my finger today at work. I had to cut this plastic prism sheet for a light, and I was sitting there kind of cleaning off the edge and sliced my finger, so now I got a band-aid on it. Thought you were drinking some coffee. Thought you were drinking with me. Thought you could be a little smarter. Thought you could be You left me standing with some pain outside your window in the rain. I got wet while you stayed dry. Then I went home and cried. Thought you were drinking some coffee. Thought you were drinking with me. Thought you could be a little smarter. Thought you could be a little free. What's it gonna take to love you when I don't have anything to do? Please don't smile at me anymore. Every time you do, you're out the door. I thought you were drinking some coffee. Thought you were drinking with me. Thought you could be a little smarter. Thought you could be a little free. Things we do to each other can be held against our will. The things we say in the morning will come in for the kill. And that song's called A Little Free, and I wrote that back in 1980 something, I don't know. Let's see here. I got one song that has two sheets, so I gotta make sure this isn't the one that's got the two sheets. Okay, that's the one that didn't. Okay. I haven't played these songs in quite a while, so I'm pretty rusty at playing because I've been working straight for the last 2 weeks. But I'm off tomorrow, which I'm happy about that. Standing here in the corner for the bus. Sit down with some recreation. Hoping there'll be no... Whoop. Now I done screwed that up. See, I haven't done that song in such a long time. So it's take two. Standing here in the corner for the bus. Many miles from my destination. Sit down with no recreation. Hoping there'll be no fuss on the bus. Head in hands, feet on the ground. Eyes are sore from the night before. Don't know what to do. be another ride. I looked out the window to the north. Man, this song is so hard, and the changes that I did for it. I'm gonna have to practice that song a lot more. Anyway, my fingers are getting a little tired. I know you were probably enjoying that, but maybe tomorrow morning I'll be more into it. So anyway, we all know what's in the news. I don't want to talk about what's in the news. Let's see here. What do we got here? Of course, yeah, the company I work for did file for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. We still are running. We still got back orders to make for people that paid for it. Let's see here. Boy, the last American to collect the Civil War pension passed away. Wow. That's crazy. You know, I used to get Filipino news on here, but lately I haven't been seeing anything on here. I don't know why they're not doing it. See, everybody whine, cry, whine, cry, whine, cry, whine, cry. And there we go. Samsung suddenly confirms a radical new Galaxy smartphone. Woohoo! How to make braised oxtails with white beans and tomatoes. Never had an oxtail. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. I want to do that. I wound up doing 2 live streams at once. So it's probably backwards. So, yeah, it's probably backwards. It was not supposed to be backwards, but for some reason it's backwards. So down there in the southern states, New Orleans is getting ready to be hit by a hurricane, and there's what they're predicting that's going to go straight up the middle of the United States. And let's see, I don't know if it's showing my blue dot. Here, let me, I'm gonna turn my camera around here. There it is. Okay, where you see that blurry blue dot, we're right on the edge of where that hurricane is going to go straight up the middle from down there. One thing I noticed about this app is it's not as, I don't think it's as clear as the, oop, get you down here again, got you focused up too high. I don't think it's as clear, especially when I do that, because my live now, when I do that, you see that perfect clear. So come on, get off there. 41 minutes, 41 and a half minutes, and only 2 people showed up, but I'm okay with that. I'll probably do this live stream for another 3 minutes. We'll make it a 45-minute one. Because like I said, I wasn't going to be on here very long. I started outside, let you see how nice of a day it is. In fact, we're not expecting rain until next Tuesday, and it's going to be nice up till next Tuesday, and then we're getting thunderstorms, and then it's going to be nice after that, or at least they're saying right now it's going to be nice after that. And so yeah, we're slowly approaching summer, and getting our, in fact, we were actually hotter than the Philippines today, so, and it's very humid out there. Sweetie, it'd be just like being at home. I went out and I bought some new scissors. Let's go that. New scissors and some needle threaders, because I was going to make my own face mask out of a t-shirt, and I just never got around to do it. And eventually I will. Hello, Evelyn! I'm glad you could make it, because I wasn't going to be on here much longer. About 2 more minutes, because this was going to be a yeah, I can't even think of the words now. You caught me off guard, girl. Oh, I'll tell you what, these glasses, I can't see crap out of them. And, see, it should be 9:43 in the morning there in Tokyo. I hope you're all ready for the day, and breakfast ate, and you're, and I don't know, are you off of work today? Because it actually should be Sunday there. I got fabric from the store and used it. Oh, and used hair ties to make easy makeshift masks. Yeah, I'm gonna, in fact, I can get them here. These are actually off of my old mask. I got a bunch of these. I just ripped them off the mask, and I'm gonna use these. Hello, Surrey Spray. Welcome to my live stream. That I've been gone for 2 weeks, but I will be on again tomorrow morning, and I'm using a new app that Jackie Hero told me about, and that's why you kind of see that live show broadcast on the screen there. At least I hope everybody sees that. And you can do all kinds of things with this. It's called Prism, and I think it's more for Apple phones than it is for any other phones. I don't know if that's true, but it seemed that what I was reading on it, most of what you could do, they are pointed towards Apple. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I got a gray t-shirt that I don't wear anymore, and I'm going to cut that up. And I actually took, if I could find it, oh, here it is. So I actually took a mask and traced around it. So I'm going to try one from this drawing that I have and see how that works. If not, I've watched a bunch of other videos, and I got to get me a really good ruler. Of course, everything they did was in centimeters, so I'll have to get one that's in centimeters. But tomorrow I'll play more music, and yeah, you missed it there, Surrey. You didn't get to hear me sing. But if everybody shows up tomorrow, you will get to see me sing. And I will probably be on for 2 to 3 hours, and I'm going to use the same one. And like I said, it does all different kinds of things. Let's see here. That's not what I want. Let's get that off of there. Let's see here. It does kind of like Instagram and other see if I can find a good one here. Let's take these off here. See if that'll work. Yeah, it's got to load. So here it comes. It's got to find a face. So yeah, it does all kinds of different crazy stuff, and yeah, let's get that off of there. And you can do different backgrounds. Let's see what this one here does. Yeah, they got I must have a lot on this phone, so I probably should have used my tablet because it's got more stuff on it than so now it's going to take forever to load. Get on there. Yeah, see, now it freezes. There we go. I shouldn't play around with it. But Jackie, she is putting all different kinds of stickers up there and stuff like that, and yeah, it was kind of neat. I got to take my glasses off because it's all blurry. So yeah, sorry I made everybody freeze there. You get to poking around on that stuff, and my phone only has 32 gig on it, and I need to really upgrade to one that's got like 128 or something like that on there. But maybe next time I'll use this thing because it's got 128 gig on it. In fact, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you guys have Xfinity there. Well, I go through Xfinity for my cable and my internet, and they had a promotion excuse me, for an iPad, and this $300 and some odd iPad I got for $125. So when they offered that to me, I jumped at it, and of course I took the option of making the $5 a month payments on it. So or you could have paid it off if you wanted to, but I just went ahead and did the $5 a month payments. And but yeah, I think I got 4 more payments left to make on it. Like $35 I think it is all I got left to pay on it. And yeah, I used the heck out of it. Let's see, I don't even know if I can find the settings here. Yeah, I can't even, what I'm looking for, I can't even find it. General. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so 128 gigabytes. I've used 47.2 gigabytes of it. So, and a lot of that's probably apps and pictures, and I edit all my videos on this, and some of them I put on a card, and I need to really put them all on a card and just take them off of here. But yeah, that's my computer. So we're up to 4 people in 51 minutes on this live stream. Maybe I'll just go an hour and that's about it, since I had 2 more people show up. And But hopefully with this application I can go out and about. I mean, I probably could on the other one. I haven't tried it, but one day I was out showing my yard and I walked off the property and started walking down the street, and my wife said I lost signal, and everything went crap like it did when me sitting there poking around on that thing. And so I may have to try to see if I can go on my Wi-Fi first and do that. All these, see, I did 4 original songs that I wrote. Actually, this song right here that I wrote, 57 Chevy and a Bottle of Crown, I wrote that December 17th, 2006, right after the big ice storm that we had here. And basically that's what that's about. Well, that and going to a friend's house, watching them play in their band. And when I started YouTube, my original intent was to take all the shows that they did and put it on my channel, but I gotta get a device. I gotta get a computer and a device to hook up to the computer and transfer all that stuff. Hello, Margs. How are you? I'm just here jibber jabbering away. You know, it's funny. I keep looking over here when the thing's over this side. The camera's on this side and I keep looking on this side. I do that when I make my videos. I'm always looking over here to the right when I should be looking over to the left. Oh, I'm pretty good. I'm a little tired from working 2 weeks straight, and the first day was like 12 hours, and then the rest of them have been like 8 hours or something like that. And because my job is in shutdown mode, which means we shut down for 2 weeks, or depending on what they had decided, and we start repairing all the machines and repairing all the walls and whatever needs to be repaired. But my job is to, well, when I started, I repaired the walls and I painted and a bunch of other stuff. But now we have painters that come in and do that. So my job now is to change all the sprinkler head covers and change any bulbs that are burned out, replace any covers from the lights that are broke, ceiling tiles, fix a door if I can fix it. Like today I had to take some rusty bolts off of a door closure and change the bolts out, and I got 3 more doors I got to do like that. What else did I do? Oh, I had to put in some door sweeps, some mechanical door sweeps. So when the door opens up, these door sweeps go up like this, and then when the door shuts, they go back down. And that's because on the end there's a little trigger on the end, so when it hits the door frame, that's what pushes that door or the sweep down. So the chemicals they use to clean the facility will eat just about anything, so we have to change this stuff out, and because it gets pretty corroded. But yeah, we got about one more week of this stuff, and I'm off tomorrow, so I'm happy about that. So, and I'll be live tomorrow, and I kept wanting to go live earlier today, and I said, nah, I'm not going to go live. Other people's probably going to go live. I'm not going to go over their stuff. And I kept watching. Nobody was going live, And Fuentes, she actually went live right after I did, and I'm like, well, see, there you go. Someone went live. So, but that's okay. I'll check out her live later. And excuse me, it's probably that Mexican food giving me indigestion now, and hopefully she'll check out mine. But yeah, it's been fun. I mean, I make decent money when they have these shutdowns, and it helps pay the bills and buy food and whatever else that we can do. But I've noticed that a lot of restaurants now here are opening up, but the thing is they're putting tents outside, and I don't know if anybody's allowed, if all of them are allowed inside to eat, or they can only have a certain amount inside, but everybody's outside sitting in this tent eating. And of course there's no social distancing going on in these tents, so everybody's kind of sitting close. And I haven't been paying too much attention to the rules of what restaurants are supposed to be doing, because I don't really go out much to eat. I usually make my own food, and so yeah, I don't eat fast food, and when I do, it's very little, and not probably maybe once or twice a year. I don't eat McDonald's anymore. Once I heard they were putting some kind of red stuff in their meat, and I was getting sick off of that, so I said no more McDonald's. Even though yesterday I was craving their fries, but I didn't go buy any. So but yeah, I cook my own food, and yeah, I really didn't eat. I actually had yakisoba today, but it wasn't very good. I think the noodles are old. They weren't they all weren't soft like they should have been. And I gotta plug in here. It's one thing that this thing does, and that will shock your clothes. Here we go. So yeah, I don't know what percentage I was down yet, but it was probably 20%. So so it's a good thing that I was in my room and I plugged in, and we're good to go. 59 minutes. Of course, what else do I have to do at 8 o'clock at night, and whatever it is time where you're at? So it's usually 8 o'clock at night I'm in bed. I go to bed at 8 o'clock, but since I don't work tomorrow, I'm going to stay up a little longer and talk to you guys. I must not have got the notification, Mars, for your live stream, or I would have showed up. Unless I was in somebody else's live stream. And yesterday I actually kind of took a nap a little bit because I had to go pick my son up at work, his job. He got off at 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, ugh, I'm so tired. And I laid on the bed and I kind of fell asleep for an hour, and then I got up, and I think about 8:30 we left to go pick him up, and he didn't get out of there until just a little after 9 o'clock. Because apparently there's a store curfew here, and everybody's got to be closed by 9 o'clock. And I will show up, providing that I'm not somewhere else. If it's during my daytime, during the week I may be at work, so because I leave here at 5:30 in the morning, and well, actually before 5:30 in the morning, and work until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But when I'm on my break, sometimes I'll get on YouTube and I'll visit people's live streams. And like when Itchy Generals is on, I'll go to hers, and actually it's probably late when hers is on, so I'll catch towards the end. And who else? One other person, I'll catch her the end of her live stream as well, because it's late at night. And it kind of sucks when over half of my subscribers are on the opposite time zone of mine. So I just want to sit there and keep poking on this thing and doing different things, but I'm afraid it's going to freeze, so I'm not going to do it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get off of here, and I thank each and every one of you for showing up. And I will be on tomorrow at my normal time, 6 o'clock Central U.S. time. 7 p.m. Philippine time, 8 p.m. Japan time, and then you could figure it out from there. And I know anybody from the East Coast or West Coast, it will be even more earlier, because actually I used to do my live streams at 3:30 in the morning Central time, and so yeah, it got a little too much for me, because I had to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and get ready. And so yeah, with this new thing, I have to assign, I think I might have to assign new people. I'm not sure. Because everybody, when I look at this, everybody's the same color. Oh, okay, I see, Evelyn. I see you got a wrench. Okay, good, but everybody's the same color, so. So anyway, I'm going to let everybody go. I mean, if you're in the background, I hope you're listening. And I'm going to end this live stream. And I'll use the same one tomorrow. And I'll have something different up there instead of it saying live show broadcast. So you all take care, and thank you for coming. And if it's starting to get daytime, you have a great day. Bye, everybody.